Tonight, from State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Carson Wentz and the Indianapolis Colts.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Colts offense ready to go here for the first time, and the former Philadelphia Eagle turned Indianapolis Colt Carson Wentz set to take over here at the controls in his first year in Indianapolis.
And when you look at him, you see that he's got all the tools you want in a quarterback. The big frame, the quick release, strong arm, has escapability. The issue sometimes, tries to do too much instead of just taking the throws that are available to him, and occasionally turnovers get him into trouble.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz again looking for Pittman, a better result here. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for Indy. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On play action, Wentz. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And when you have a guy like Kyler Murray under center, it not only opens up your playbook, it allows you to draw up even more plays because he's among the best dual-threat quarterbacks in the league and a true playmaker. If flushed out of the pocket, he might even be more dangerous. The next step for him, being able to throw on rhythm and deliver from the pocket.
Here's Connor on the read option. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Murray now on 1st down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Colts pick it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On 2nd and 7, Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Going quickly out wide to Moore. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Shotgun now from Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Hines now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Wentz. They're going right back to Pittman. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Wentz. Complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stays on his feet. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 10, 1st down Arizona. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray throws right side, and that's complete. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Being chased, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. Look like...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Again, it's Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Wentz. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Moore now on the return. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everybody to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Shifts past him at the 45, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
On first down, it's Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Murray going to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw is Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Third down, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to Taylor on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right? And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive. Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive is going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Murray. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep them clock.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now Murray's got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flushed it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Quiddy Pay providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done as you noted, and they did.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And the Cardinals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. This will be swung out here for counter. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. To throw is Murray. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a 1-score game. So here we go. They'll need the recovery, obviously, then a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Wentz going to give this to Taylor, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.